Legal passage at 120 words per minute. Start. This appeal challenges the judgment and order dated 12th February 2019 passed by the High Court dismissing letters patent appeal number 97 of 2019 and thereby affirming the decision of the single judge of the High Court in writ petition number 103 of 2017 by trust deed executed between the appellant, a company registered under the Indian Companies Act 1956 on one hand and three trustees on the other. An approved gratuity fund was constituted for the purpose of providing gratuities to the employees of the company under the Payment of Gratuities Act 1972 and the gratuity scheme of the company. The respondent was appointed as Chief Operating Officer of the appellate company with basic salary of rupees 1 lakh per month on terms and conditions indicated therein. The emoluments payable to the respondent were raised from time to time. After having put in about 12 years of service, the respondent resigned when his last drawn wages were 2 lakhs per month. A sum of rupees 36 lakhs was thereafter paid to the respondent towards retiral dues. The respondent raised a claim that he was entitled to gratuity amount of rupees 1 crore. A bank draft in the sum of rupees 10 lakhs was forwarded by the appellant to the respondent, being the sum of rupees 10 lakhs towards gratuity along with interest accrued thereon from the date of cessation of service of the respondent. The respondent issued a legal notice which was followed by filing of a claim petition under Section 7 of the Act. It was submitted that the emolument sheets issued to the respondent from time to time indicated that a sum of 4% of his basic salary had been adjusted towards gratuity in the year 2007. The respondent was promoted to the post of Chief Executive Officer and his emoluments had almost doubled. That his emolument sheet acknowledged that the amount set apart for contribution towards gratuity for that year alone was rupees 11 lakhs and that various other employees had actually received gratuities without any limit. While responding to the submission that some of the employees had received gratuities in excess of rupees 10 lakhs, it was submitted that the respondent as Chief Executive Officer was responsible for making such excessive payments to said employees and that the respondent reserved its right to take appropriate remedy in that behalf. By order dated 31st July 2017, the claim petition was allowed by controlling authority under the action. The appellant being aggrieved filed appeal before the appellate authority under the Act challenging the aforesaid order passed by the controlling authority and applied for waiver of the requirement of pre-deposit of the amount directed to be paid to the respondent, submitting that said application for waiver was not being considered by the appellate authority. Writ petition civil number 103 of 2017 was preferred in the High Court by the appellant. The writ petition was disposed of by the High Court, directing the appellant to submit appropriate bank guarantee in the sum representing the amount of guarantee along with interest till the date of filing of the appeal. After compliance, the appeal was taken up for hearing. The appellant filed writ petition number 338 of 2018 in the High Court challenging the orders passed by the authorities under the Act. By its order, the High Court stayed the operation of the orders challenged upon the appellant furnishing appropriate bank guarantee. After exchange of pleadings, the writ petition was taken up for final disposal. The matter was carried further by the appellant by filing letters patent appeal before the division bench of the High Court. In this appeal challenging the view taken by the High Court, we heard Mr. C. U. Singh, learned senior advocate for the appellant and the learned senior advocate for the respondent. In the submission of Mr. Singh, learned senior advocate, the respondent was clearly covered by the Payment of Gratuity Act 1972 and subject to the ceiling or limit of rupees 10 lakhs as provided under section 4 subsection 3. He submitted that while an employee would be entitled to receive better terms of gratuity under section 4 subsection 5 of the Act, such better terms could be claimed only under specific circumstances as set out in the section, that at no stage any claim was raised regarding existence of any award, agreement or contract, nor was there any pleading about the existence of award, agreement or contract. In response, it was submitted by the learned senior advocate for the respondent that since section 4 of 5 of the Act has been given overriding effect over other provisions of section 4 as held by this court in Union Bank of India, it would override the provisions of section 3 of the Act, and as such all that the respondent needed to show was that the appellant had a scheme for its employees and that it did not prescribe any ceiling and that such a scheme would be protected by this section of the Act. Before we deal with the rival submissions, the effect of various amendments making changes in section 2E, section 4 of 2 and 4 of 3 of the Act are required to be considered. The Act was enacted in the year 1972 to provide for a scheme for the payment of gratuity to employees engaged in factories, mines, oil fields, plantations, ports, railway companies, shop and other establishments, and for matters connected there with and incidental thereto. Act 35 of 1994 made further amendments and expression not exceeding 2,500 per mensem or such higher amount as the central government may, having regard to the general level of wages by notification specify occurring in section 2E was omitted. The explanation of section 2E was also omitted. Consequently, the definition of employee now ceased to have any limit on wages, and all employees who otherwise answer the description in the definition, regardless of wages that they would receive, now stand covered. This Amendment Act also substituted expression 1 lakh in place of the earlier expression 50,000 occurring in that section of the Act.